What's up, everybody? Mo Knows NFL here, back with another podcast. So, I'm going to just get straight into it. So, as y'all can see in the title, we're going to be talking about my NFL award predictions. So, I'm going to go over who I think is going to win the MVP, player of the year, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, and then coach of the year. And I'm going to give reasons behind that, why I actually think that. So, I did a lot of research into this. So I'm just getting straight into it. So I'm gonna start off with offensive rookie of the year. So this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna have my main guy, who I really think is gonna win it. Then I have a backup option. I don't know if that's botched or not, but I think this is kind of quite obvious. But I think Ashton Jeanty is gonna win offensive rookie of the year. I think he's gonna win it because he's, first of all, everybody's seen what he did with Boise State. He went crazy with Boise State. But, he also have Chip Kelly, who's his offensive coordinator. And you just seen the work that Chip Kelly just did with TreVeyon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins at Ohio State. And I think everybody knows with what Pete Carroll did with Marshawn Lynch there in Seattle. I think he has a really good experienced staff with him. I think the offensive line is the only thing that can kind of hesitates me with picking him as to be the offensive rookie of the year. But I think Ashton Jeanty really has, a good chance. When you look at the draft class, I really don't see nobody that could really rival him besides the other person who I'm about to talk about. But when I look at, the quarterback position, I don't think Cam Ward is going to win it. I think his team still needs work. But I do really like what they did, on the offensive side of the ball. But other than Cam Ward in the first round, I really don't see nobody that can rival him. Now, my plan B, who I also think who could win it, this is my sleeper pick. I think TreVeyon Henderson could win Offensive Rookie of the Year. When you look at what the Patriots did in this offseason, they drafted Will Campbell with the 4th overall pick. But they also, they redid that O-line. They also re-signed, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to say it. But I know his first name is Michael, and his last name started with O. They re-signed him. Their offensive line is really solid. You got a second-year Drake May, and then you also have, what's his name? Mike Vrabel. And we all know his running game that he had with Derrick Henry. So when you have an experienced coach and Mike Vrabel who proven that he can, have a good running game, and then you have a good offensive line, I think that can really help running back out a lot. TreVeyon Henderson is a really explosive running back, as we all see in Ohio State, and I really do think that he has a good chance to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So Plan A is Ashton Jeanty. Plan B is TreVeyon Henderson. Now we're going to switch to defense side of the ball. For Defensive Rookie of the Year, I think Travis Hunter is winning it. But only if he's mostly playing defense. If he's doing 50 offense, 50 defense, there's no way. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't even think that's sustainable. But, as we've seen, what Travis did last year, he went crazy. He's really athletic. I think his athleticism is going to compare. I think he's going to use that to his advantage in the NFL. I don't think there's a lot of people that as athletic as Travis Hunter. The way he can literally jump out of the gym. You know what I'm saying? So, and, he had Deion Sanders, and then he's going to go to, the Jaguars, and he might not even be guarding the receiver one because they also have Tyson Campbell. So, that just makes everything better for Travis. I think Travis should win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I know that's a quite obvious pick, but my plan B, if Travis does not win Defensive Rookie of the Year, my other pick would be Jahdae Barron. I hope I said his name right. He just won the Jim Thorpe Award. He was locked down at Texas. He can play safety. He can play corner. He can play boundary corner, or he can play slot. Now, he is 5'9". He is on the shorter side, so I will hope that they put him in a slot there at the Broncos. But, they already have Pat Surtain. So, you don't have to worry about him guarding the receiver one. Just put Jahdae Barron in the slot and let him work, and he's going to put up numbers. He just won the Jim Thorpe Award. He had a whole bunch of picks. He's good. You know what I'm saying? So, for Defensive Rookie of the Year, Travis Hunter, and if not Travis Hunter, Jahdae Barron. Jahdae Barron is going to be a good player, so look out for him. The next thing that we have is Coach of the Year. So for Coach of the Year, I think Sean McDermott is going to win it. I looked at the Bills' schedule. They have a pretty easy schedule. They have their games with the Bengals, the Ravens, the Chiefs. Other than that, they really don't play anybody. I understand with Coach of the Year, not really always the best record wins, but I think the Bills are going to have a really good record. I think this might sound crazy now, but when we look back at this in a couple years from now, I think the Bills could potentially go okay, I'm not even going to say it, but I think they're going to have a really good record. I think they're going to have a really good record. I think the Bills are going to have a really, really good record. I think they can lose maybe at least like 2 games, but I think they're gonna blow people out. Like I really think the Bills gonna be on that type of timing this year, so I'm really excited to see what they do. But my coach of the year, I got Sean McDermott, and for Plan B, I have Dan Quinn winning coach of the year because I feel like that's more of a the way how the coach of the year has been going. Like I said, it's not always to the best team, but it's also what coach do more with less. And I still think if the Commanders can sit here and win 12, 13 games, I see no reason why I wouldn't be Dan Quinn's award. But Plan A, Sean McDermott. Plan B, Dan Quinn. Now, we have Offensive Player of the Year, and we have Defensive Player of the Year. So for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I'm going with Justin Jefferson. And I'm going with that off of just straight gut feeling. Like, that's just literally what my mind is telling me. And my gut is telling me. Like, it's telling me that Justin Jefferson is going to win this award. They did really good with upgrading the offensive line. And they did really good with upgrading the defense. The Vikings did really good this offseason. The only thing, that kind of worries me is, JJ McCarthy, he's coming off that knee injury, the torn meniscus. That kind of worries me, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like Justin Jefferson's going to go crazy. A lot of people might think that Jamar Chase might win it or Saquon Barkley might win it. To be honest with you, Saquon Barkley, he's about to go into the season with a new offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator that they have now has never been offensive coordinator, so I think it's going to be a little bit of growing pains. I still think that Saquon's going to do good. I still think the Eagles are going to do good, but I do think there's going to be growing pains, and that's okay with a new offensive coordinator. But the other person is Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase went crazy last year, but I also feel like that's kind of due to him being in a contract year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's this trend with football players and rappers and just people in general. Like once they get their money, they good. And I don't know Jamar Chase personally, but like he could just get his money and just chill out. Do I think that's gonna happen? I don't think he's gonna chill out, but I don't think he can replicate what he did last year. What he did last year is insane. I don't see that happening again. I think he's not going to do as good as last year. I think he will still do good, but not as good as last year. And I just think that Justin Jefferson is going to go crazy. I think Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase have this little rivalry going on. As they should, but they got this little rivalry going on. I don't think Justin Jefferson is going to let what happened last year slide. But yeah, I don't really have a plan B for that. For offensive player of the year, I just think Justin Jefferson is going to win it. For defensive player of the year, I have Micah Parsons winning it. And I have him winning it because he's in a contract year, but I also think that he has a lot to prove. His last season was pretty underwhelming, due to injuries, and the Cowboys season overall was underwhelming. I think Michael Parsons is going to go into the season with a lot of fire, a lot to prove. And I know that he also has a new defensive coordinator in Matt Eberflus. And I think that, Matt Eberflus, he wasn't really a good head coach. What he did with the coach was really good. A lot of people are just meant to be coordinators. So with Matt Eberflus just working on the defense side of the ball, I think they can be really good. And like I said, Michael Parsons in a contract year with a lot to prove. I'm telling you right now, Michael Parsons is winning Defensive Player of the Year. Michael Parsons is going to have a crazy year. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so, this episode is almost done. I'm on to the last award. And now, what I'm about to say, I know it's going to sound crazy. My MVP pick is going to be crazy. But I believe this. I looked at the Ravens schedule. It's rough. It is. I think Lamar Jackson is a good player, but that schedule is rough, and I can't see an MVP winning award on that schedule. The Chiefs was also, kind of hard. I don't really think Mahomes is an MVP. Whoa. Patrick Mahomes is an amazing player, but he's not really a regular season player. Patrick Mahomes just go crazy in the offseason. Not in the offseason, playoffs. And then, Joe Burrow, he could win it, but the Bengals organization is just terrible right now. I think the MVP of the season is going to be Jayden Daniels. And, listen, I know what y'all thinking. Oh, he's a Commanders fan. Obviously, he's saying Jayden Daniels. Even if I was a Cowboys fan, I would still say Jayden Daniels is going to be winning MVP. And let me tell you why. So, Jayden Daniels is about to go into year 2 in this system with Cliff Kingsbury. You know what I'm saying? So, they running it back. They did really good his rookie year. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're going to do even better in year 2 just because they have more experience together, more experience in a system, and I think they can only get better. You know what I'm saying? Terry McLaurin, what's going on with that is not looking good, but I do believe that we're going to re-sign him and re-sign him soon. We have Debo. Debo has a lot to prove, and Debo is also in a contract year. I think Debo's going to go crazy. Then, we have Brian Robinson, who's also in a contract year. He got a lot to prove. We have Austin Eckler, proven vet. We got that new running back we drafted in the 7th round. But our offensive line, We just got Josh Connolly in the first round. We just got Laremy Tunsil. We got Sam Cosmi. We got Tyler as the center. And then we have Coleman, or we have Allegretti, or we have Wiley to fill in the other guard spot. I think our offensive line is really good, and our offensive line really improved. I think our receiver room improved. I feel like our defense improved. I feel like Jane Daniels' experience is obviously going to improve. I feel like we're just improving. And I feel like Jane Daniels, if he won more games last season, he would have won MVP. If Jane Daniels would have won the Ravens game, if he would have won the Eagles game, if he would have won like 3 more regular season games, he would have won MVP in my eyes. Like, people be forgetting, like, Jane Daniels had a really good rookie year. You know what I'm saying? If he would have won more games, he would have won MVP. He was definitely in that conversation to me. I think Jane Daniels is going to light it up this year, and he's going to prove why he is the best quarterback in the league. And I'm not even just saying that because I'm a Commanders fan. Like, I really believe that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to this episode of the podcast. We're going to try to be uploading weekly. So yeah, just stay tuned. Yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.